Hello students, good morning. In today's topic of Advanced Java, let us learn to create and manage threads in Java. Topics which I will cover in this video are, first of all, definition of thread, then multitasking. Multitasking basically comprises of two parts. One is multiprocessing and second is multithreading. Third one is definition of multithreading. Then advantages of multithreading, life cycle of a thread, and thread creation, thread class and runnable class. In this part I will discuss about the programming concept also using Blue Java. First is a definition of thread. What is the meaning of thread? Thread is defined as a lightweight sub-process. There are various parts of basically thread. One by one bullets are there. It's an independent path of execution within a program. A program in Java can have many threads, and these threads may run simultaneously, concurrently, synchronously, or occurring at the same time. It's one and the same thing. Or asynchronously, not occurring at the same time. It means both the conditions may be there, whether they occur simultaneously or asynchronously or synchronously. Thread use the same shared memory area. Exception in one thread doesn't affect other threads. Next one is multitasking. Execution of multiple tasks simultaneously is the basic definition of multitasking. We already completed this content in operating system also. There are two parts of multitasking. One is multiprocessing and second is multithreading. Multiprocessing is basically process-based multitasking, and multithreading is thread-based multitasking. Now, 2 points of difference are there basically. What is the meaning of thread and what is the meaning of process? Suppose process is one block. Then the threads are internal processes inside one process. You can also say that a thread is a subset of process, or process is a superset of a thread. Or inside one process, multiple threads are there. Now again, the definition of multithreading, basically process of executing multiple threads simultaneously so that maximum utilization of CPU can be done. Second point is multiple threads allocate same memory area, therefore saving memory. Already I defined this content inside previous slides. Now obviously if we are using multithreading, then some of the advantages are there. Magnified performance by taking less time in development of a program. It is the first point. Second is superior or maximum utilization of CPU because multiple threads execute simultaneously. Reduction in maintenance cost is also there because CPU time taken by the program is less. It is the most important slide, that is life cycle of the thread. 4 basic steps are there. One is new, then runnable, running and terminated. These are the 4 steps. Let us discuss one by one. First step is creation of thread. but it's not the starting of thread, not eligible to run. It's only the creation of thread. Second one is using start method. Thread is in runnable state but not running. Execution is there by entering run method inside the running phase. This content is there, and obviously terminated means stopping or stop execution. It will terminate or considered as dead when its run method completes. Now in between second and third, one more method is there, that is waiting or blocked or sleeping. What is the meaning of this? Wait method, thread has to wait for its turn. Whenever notify method is called, it will return to the runnable state. Now one example, Java thread by extending thread class. Suppose one class is there with outer boundaries or the curly brackets. First part inside the program is one declaration of function public void run, and inside run, suppose I am writing 2 lines, thread is running or by extending thread class. The second is the main function indicated by red color. Public static void main string arguments. So main function declaration method. Then empty1 is name of the class, and t1 is object, and with the help of new I am creating the instance of this class. And t1 dot start, with the help of start I can execute run method. With the help of programming, after the completion of this presentation, I will execute in BlueJ. Second is Java thread by implementing runnable interface. And while I am using runnable, I will implement the runnable interface. Basically, it's similar to interfaces, and the thread class is similar to our inheritance concept. That's why I am using extends, and in this case I am using implements. Public void run, same content is there, and inside the main function, public static void main string argument is the start of a function. Then empty2 is multiple threading. Part 2 means the second program, and m1 is the creation of object new empty2. Then thread t1 is equal to new thread m1. While I am using runnable interface, I have to create the thread, then I have to start that thread. Let us execute these programs using BlueJ. First one is this program. Class empty1 extends the thread, public void run, and system.out.println. Suppose I am using t1.start. Let's compile the program and then execute. Thread is running by extending thread class. The second program is I am using runnable interface. Again the same program is there, thread t1, but one difference is there, thread t1 is equal to new thread m1. I am executing using thread inside the main function while I am using runnable interface. Okay, I think you understand the content. Thank you for watching my video. In the next video we will discuss about priority management in multi-threading.